Hello and welcome to Storybook Azeroth, where we adventure through some of the greatest stories in World of Warcraft. Today, SI7 Spymaster Mathias Shaw joins unlikely forces to protect Stormwind once again from an old enemy. The agent fixes his eyes on you and nods. I have an urgent matter for you, hero. Something has happened in the keep. I recommend you see to its contents promptly. And keep this to yourself, hero.
It's Shaw. Mathias Shaw.
It's good you are here.
The job's not done yet.
This is a top-secret mission, hero. We've had a break-in. A powerful historical artifact was stolen from the keep, and it looks like the Defias Brotherhood is to blame. We caught one thief, but the other got away. I don't like it. My gut tells me there's more. I've called in a specialist on the Brotherhood. Meet us in the basement of the Lion's Pride Inn in Goldshire.
Sleep with one eye open. This was a very bold move by the Defias Brotherhood, especially since they've been relatively quiet since the last attack of the Legion. The artifact they stole, I shudder to think what they intend with it. We must move quickly. Over here, champion. Let me know when you're ready to speak to our informant. I apologize if this is a bit of a surprise to you. To most, she was last known to have fallen in the dead mines.
But I'm not quite so easy to kill. Wonderful to meet you, so-called hero.
Vanessa.
I'm just having some fun, of course.
During the Legion's last invasion, Vanessa was a member of a secretive order that aided in the defense of our world. Since then, the Defias have been quiet. So then, Vanessa, why did your Defias steal the Drakefire amulet from Stormwind Keep?
The what? If you're going to pin something on me, you have to do better than stringing some random words together.
What needs done?
My few interactions with Vanessa told me that she isn't interested in the banditry of old Defias Brotherhood. To her, the Brotherhood meant supporting the downtrodden, those that Stormwind had left behind. That I can respect. But most of her Brotherhood continue to engage in thievery from innocent travelers. That's not revolution, that's highway robbery. She insists she tries to stop them. In this, I trust Vanessa's word. I do not believe she knows what the Drakefire amulet is. Some of the story about Onyxia was made public, but not all. Perhaps even you do not know.
Look to the shadows. A few years after the Third War, Marshal Reginald Windsor suspected there was evil in Stormwind. Where others saw chaos, he saw treachery in the corrupt dealings of the nobles and the rise of the Defias Brotherhood. Through perseverance, he discovered a grand conspiracy, leading to the hallowed halls of Stormwind Keep itself. That day, he confronted the most powerful noble in Stormwind, Lady Katrana Prestor. With her lies exposed, she burst forth, revealing her true form, Onyxia, daughter of Deathwing. Windsor laid down his life to free Stormwind, shattering Onyxia's hold on the city. After she fled, we discovered the cursed amulet she had used to control and persuade so many. Concerns arose that Onyxia's power may still linger within, and so it was locked away and forgotten. Until now.
We all have our own versions of the past, don't we? I don't care if some dragon lady had a magic amulet. It wasn't complete mind control.
Right away.
The nobles already hated the common people. The Stonemasons Guild would never have needed to turn to banditry and become the Defias Brotherhood if not for them. Whatever is going on, I don't like it. Last thing we need is this dragon lady's power corrupting everyone again. Whoever did this must have known much about Onyxia. Shaw mentioned this Reginald Windsor. He was the only person to suspect Lady Prestor. Well, maybe his friends in the Burning Steppes have more of his information. She must have had allies. Anything that points us to the people close to her would help. Check it out, will you?
Nothing will stand in my way.
Vanessa, we must consider the possibility that there is something going on in your Defias that you don't know about.
It's true, I haven't been home in a while. It's possible they are restless.
Onyxia's power to manipulate still lies in that amulet. Who knows the damage it could cause? A riot? A civil war?
Can you tell me more about the Defias Brotherhood? The Defias Brotherhood exists for many reasons, but they would not exist without Onyxia. The First War saw Stormwind razed to the ground. Edwin Van Cleef led the Stonemasons Guild in rebuilding the city. When they were to be paid, the House of Nobles refused. It was chaos at the time, but we now know Onyxia, as Lady Prestor, worked behind the scenes. She convinced the house that the stonemasons' work was poor and that they were being ripped off. Then she went to the stonemasons and convinced them that the House of Nobles despised them and would never pay them their due. Her magical influence was a subtle thing, not overt mind control. She could not force someone to do something they did not already want to do, somewhere inside. Onyxia played both sides against each other so well a riot erupted in the city. A rock thrown struck Queen Tiffin Rin and took her life. Varian's wife, Anduin's mother. In a world of wars and demons, it was cruelly simple fate. Varian Rin was furious and banished the stonemasons from the city. They fled to Westfall, where Onyxia continued to stoke their rage by using her influence to cut off supplies and support to the region. They became the Defias Brotherhood under Edwin Van Cleef's reign and turned to banditry and murder to recover the gold owed to them. It's easy to sympathize with the plight of the Stonemasons Guild. It is not so easy to overlook the banditry and murders committed by the Defias. Their goals never justified their methods. But that does not mean that their goals, to see the stonemasons paid, to help the people of Westfall, should be forgotten. King Anduin made strides in addressing those issues, but for many, it will never be enough. All we can do is keep trying. Forming a working relationship with Vanessa Van Cleef herself, that sounds like another step in the right direction. What do you know of Vanessa Van Cleef? Ah, yes. What is the Stormwind City Spymaster doing having a chat with one of the most notorious criminal leaders known to man instead of arresting her on sight? Good question. Vanessa is not an innocent woman. The Furblows, the Deadmines, there is much she should answer for. But war changes all of us. During the invasion of the Burning Legion, she took up her blades and poisons in defense of Azeroth. I saw her bleed for our world. Maybe it's just wishful thinking. Maybe I'm just going soft. Maybe because I knew her father. Whatever the reason, I believe there is good in her. She cares deeply about the people of Westfall. And she is not her father. Someday she might actually listen to reason. Did you know Edwin Van Cleef? Shaw's jaw tightens. Yes, I knew him.
You got my attention.
What do you be wanting? The Drakefire amulet has been stolen. Did Windsor have any other information on it, or Onyxia? Who the... what? You drunk? You're not making a lick o' sense. Windsor. Reginald Windsor. What else did he know? Windsor? Oh, aye, Windsor. What a fine fellow. Gone to the dirt now? Took a whole dragon to finally take him down, I heard. Got it all in his head that some fine noble lady was actually a dragon, and then... he was right. Windsor always was something special. Yes, he was. Please tell me if he knew anything else about the dragon and her stuff. Her stuff? Well, I don't know nothing about her stuff. I did gather together what I could find of old Windsor's stuff, though. Thought maybe his family would want it. Or maybe Stormwind would put up a memorial or something. Then I found out his family's all dead, and didn't hear nothing from Stormwind. Merchant came by and said it was old Bolvar Dragon who did all the work of revealing Onyxia.
Windsor's belongings will do. Where did you put them?
Aye now, I weren't done yet. Firstly, some folks came through and say it was Mr. Dragon. Then someone comes along and says it was some champion I ain't never even heard of. Then someone even tried to tell me it was old Varian Rin, rest his fine soul, that confronted Onyxia. Now look here, I don't got nothing against old man Rin, and his son seemed fine enough too. But I ain't heard a peep about my old pal Windsor. He didn't get an ounce of credit. Now that just ain't right.
Yes, it's terrible. Now, please just tell me where you put his stuff.
No, I'm not letting his memory get taken advantage of again. Ragged John tears up. I shouldn't have left him with those orcs in the first place. Maybe then he'd never have died trying to go after that dragon.
I won't let his memory go to waste, John.
You won't? Do you promise? Will you get him one of those fancy memorials in Stormwind, like old man Rin's got? Like all the heroes get? Because he was a hero.
I will see what I can do.
Okay, I trust you. What did you want again?
Windsor's old stuff. Where is it?
Ah, right. Well, the thing is, I don't exactly have it on myself at the moment.
What do you mean?
See here, Windsor spent a lot of time at Blackrock Mountain. That's a long way. A few weeks ago, when I finally was bringing all his stuff I found back here, I was attacked by a giant wolf. Now, before you say something, understand here that this was the biggest, giantest wolf I ever did see. Its eyes were the size of my whole body. Its claws were like something real big like. Trust me, it ain't no wolf you want to mess with. So I ran, and I might have lost Windsor's stuff along the way. The wolf grabbed the pack and ran back to its den. It's probably long gone, just a chew toy.
Interest ya in a pint?
Drink always seems to be empty.
Off with you.
Why is my drink always empty? Ragged John blinks blearily up at you. So you took down that old warg, did you? Well, aren't you the biggest, strongest human I've seen since old Windsor? Ragged John sighs.
Watch your back.
Well, what are you still doing here? Go take what you found to whoever sent you here in the first place.
Can you tell me more about the Drakefire amulet?
We don't know where or how Onyxia first acquired her dragon's eye, as the amulet was first called. But while she had it on her person, her words were like honey to all that heard them. Myself included. I remember a sort of fog around her. It never occurred to me to question a single thing she said, regardless of my normally cynical nature. Mind you, our wills were still our own. It was the combination of her cunning and her magic that gave her power. She knew what you wanted to hear, and how to push you in the direction you were already facing. The amulet could not force anyone to do something they didn't already want to do somewhere inside them. When Onyxia was in the height of her power as Lady Prestor, she placed the dragon's eye directly on Bolvar Dragon. That seemed to enthrall him even more deeply than the rest of us. But then Windsor arrived, and in the confrontation, the amulet was shattered. Onyxia fled to her lair and locked the door behind her, but the key was within her broken amulet. The dragon's eye was reforged into the Drakefire amulet. It was used to enter her lair, where she was finally defeated. Afterward, the Drakefire amulet was returned to Stormwind, where it was kept in safekeeping, lest its power linger. Ragged John is still around, is he? Been a while since I sent some agents to check up on him. He's a good man under it all.
Look to the shadows.
Now, what are these notes? A Clessington. Excellent. Finally, we have something we can work with. Count Clessington is a member of the House of Nobles and a powerful mage. He has fallen on hard times since Anduin cracked down on corruption in Stormwind. I would not put it past him to have something to do with this. He recently purchased an old manor in Duskwood. I will contact my sources and see what other information I can find. You and Vanessa should go to the manor and investigate.
Look to the shadows.
Oh, goodness! Could it be that there's a corrupt noble causing trouble in Stormwind? What a surprise.
The House of Nobles has seen great strides in rooting out corruption since Anduin's reign. I've overseen much of it myself, Vanessa.
Well, clearly it wasn't enough.
Could you tell me about yourself? I suppose we have not met. I'm Vanessa Van Cleef, daughter of Edwin Van Cleef, who was once head of the Stonemasons Guild. When the House of Nobles betrayed the guild and King Varian Rin exiled us, my father created the Defias Brotherhood to get justice. Stormwind ordered him killed. It happened right in front of me. When I was old enough, I took up his mantle. Back then, I stood by his every action, hand on heart. I followed his footsteps, and I realize now I made the same mistakes. By confusing revenge and justice, I hurt the people of Westfall, people who have no one else to stand up for them. Things are different now. What was fighting the Legion like? I've seen men do terrible things to one another. I've seen my people starve. I've seen my father killed. I've seen my own revolution fall apart at my feet. The torture and pain the Legion sought to bring to our world, that was something else entirely. I saw many people die in those days. You can't come back from that the same person. Vanessa turns her head away and stares into the distance.
What was my father thinking? This place is a disaster. We'll never turn a profit.
She does not appear to notice you.
I want to help.
What do you know about the Drakefire amulet?
Watch yourself.
That's none of your business.
Attendant, stop! What are you doing?
We answer to your father, not you.
Curses! I knew something wasn't right. Let's get out of here, stranger. This way. Just...
Thanks for doing all the work, champion. I figured you wouldn't want me in your way. Now, who is this?
I am Cecilia Primrose Clessington II, at your service. Now, what has happened with the Drakefire amulet?
My family was once large and prominent in the House of Nobles. Now, with war after war, it's just me and my father left.
I am ready.
And my father is a bit old-fashioned. He won't accept that our household just isn't what it used to be. That led him to some questionable decisions, trying to restore us to power. Then King Rin cracked down on the house, and, well, things have never been worse for us. I try not to care about all that. I'm just trying to keep a roof over our heads. It doesn't matter to me if it isn't gilded.
For Stormwind, I should have known. My father just sent me here to get me out of his way. He's been raving about the Drakefire amulet and restoring our family's glory for years. I try to reason with him, but he doesn't listen. Sometimes his obsession scares me. If the amulet has been stolen, I'm certain it was his doing. And I'd wager he took it to Moonbrook, where he's been off doing business. Yes?
You have my deepest apologies, friend, for the behavior of my attendants, although I suppose they were never mine. They're my father's. Likely sent with me to keep me out of the way while he does something terrible. I had hoped it wouldn't come to this. I am so sorry. Please, let me help you stop him.
Be safe.
Right away.
Moonbrook. What is this Count Clessington doing at my home? It can't be anything good. I'll signal Shaw. Vanessa glances at Cecilia Clessington. She might make for a good hostage. Let's bring the rich girl, too. Meet us there.
Did you just call me a hostage? Wait, aren't you...
Vanessa Van Cleef, leader of the Defias Brotherhood, at your service.
Oh dear.
What's your opinion on Shaw?
The Spymaster for the Crown has some principle. I'll give him that. The fact that he still hasn't arrested me means that he can keep his word, at least. We have an arrangement. I keep the Defias on a short leash, and he doesn't go after us. Luckily for him, I'm not that interested in leading my Defias to murder and robbery anymore. If only the bulk of the Defias actually felt the same. It's getting harder and harder to keep them from hurting innocent people.
Do you see them? There's more of these agents from Clessington skulking about.
I had no idea he brought on so many.
This isn't right. Where is everyone? Where is my brotherhood?
Sleep with one eye open. Vanessa, I've been wanting to tell you. I knew your father. Long, long ago, as children. We were friends, even.
I know. He spoke of you. You didn't join his cause, so he hated you.
Edwin was always a fierce man. But he wasn't always such an angry man. He could be kind, and often remarkably generous. I hope, in the time that you had with him, that kindness still shone through.
Growing up, I always thought if I was just good enough, just strong enough, I could earn that kindness. When he was killed, when you ordered him killed, I lost the chance to ever see that side of him. To prove myself to him.
It is never up to a child to earn their parents' kindness. You don't have anything to prove to anyone, Vanessa.
Words are petty.
Why is it so empty?
Nothing will stand in my way.
It's been a while since I've been home. Something isn't right. My people should be here. I'm going in, but I won't turn down some backup. I never should have left for so long.
Ah, the smell of straw and cow dung. This place brings back a lot of memories. It's probably been a while for you too, But then again, have you ever seen this place through the eyes of a Defias?
Can you tell me more about the Defias Brotherhood? Vanessa straightened slightly. The Defias Brotherhood are vigilantes fighting for the people of Westfall when no one else will. At least, we should be. Many would call us bandits. In my father's time, I have to admit it was true. His righteousness turned quickly to vengeance and greed. But that doesn't mean his anger wasn't justified. As long as there is suffering in Westfall, there will always be Defias. I tried to lead them to be a force of revolution and good. Now I fear they are too used to the life of a bandit.
When my father led the Brotherhood, he followed a path of banditry and vengeance. I lead them in order to overthrow a corrupt government that abandoned us. At least I thought I did. But I followed the same path. I let the people of Westfall down. During the Legion invasion, we fought for something greater. The old king died, and it became hard to carry on old grudges. Anduin offered pardons and reparations for former stonemasons and their families. I lost almost all of my best people that day. The ones that remained in the Defias were the rowdy ones, the angry ones. The ones that enjoyed robbing anything in sight. I think we took a wrong turn. I've always hated what a maze this place is. I'm also angry. I'll never forget my father's death. But in my own attempt at revolution, I hurt the people of Westfall. Like Stormwind did. Like Onyxia did.
No reparation is enough. The stonemasons deserve every coin in every coffer of Stormwind City. Clessington will lead us there.
Duncan! You weren't even a stonemason. You joined to be a thief.
So, you finally show yourself, Van Cleef? And with the Stormwind dog in tow. See, Defias? See how she will make us all lapdogs of Stormwind.
We muster in Northshire. Join us, and we march on Stormwind. For the Defias!
The amulet!
For the Defias.
What can I do for you?
How dare they?
I will.
You're slow and I want to get out of here. Take this elixir. Let's go.
I should have known. I lost control of the Brotherhood the moment those pardons were offered. Anyone with principles is long gone. It's only the brutes left now, and Duncan Ratsborn was always the biggest brute of them all. Let's get out of here. If any of those fools try to get in our way, let's teach them a lesson about standing in the path of a Van Cleef. The coffers of Stormwind will be ours. Never trust Stormwind.
The Brotherhood has turned against me. Clessington and Duncan Ratsband lead them to attack Northshire, and then Stormwind itself.
Northshire? They'll wipe out the new recruits posted there.
It feels odd, and yet this feels a long time coming. Since fighting the Legion, I've felt distant from the Brotherhood. More aids started to trickle into Westfall, and while it will never be enough, the spark of revolution dimmed. Or maybe I'm just getting older. Still, I once thought of myself as someone who stood up for the people. I made mistakes, I hurt them, but who else do they have? I need to do better. Not for the Defias, but for Westfall.
Sleep with one eye open.
I may not be of much help, but I still wish to accompany you to Northshire and stop my father.
Wait! Vanessa, we're with you. We didn't join the Defias to steal from innocents.
If the Brotherhood wants to follow Duncan down the path of banditry for banditry's sake, we don't want any part of it.
We've always walked a fine line. Thank you all. Go home to your families. This isn't your fight anymore. We will never let Stormwind abandon and abuse Westfall again. But this is not the way to do it.
Thank you, Hope.
It's been a long time since I've gone by that name.
Vanessa's care for her people deserves better than the Brotherhood of Bandits. I am glad to see them part ways. And as Spymaster, I'm in no small part relieved. Now, Northshire. Peasants can become heroes there. Perhaps your own journey began in that abbey. It's also a strong, defensible position to attack Stormwind from. We cannot let it fall. Hurry to Northshire.
Is that Van Cleef? Guards!
Hold, Marshal. She's on our side for now.
Be careful.
We saw Clessington use the amulet in Moonbrook. Its pull was like hunger for chaos and power.
My father will use it to spark an insurrection and bring down his political rivals. He's spoken of this plan for years, but I never thought he would actually go through with it.
Even if we know he was behind it all, could he use the amulet to make us forget? To make us think he was in the right? He must be stopped.
We're too late, hero. Clessington has holed himself up inside the Abbey and is spreading the chaotic influence of the amulet all over Northshire. I don't think most of the people here know the difference between friend and foe anymore. This man seems the type to have a backup plan. Those agents must have a way to get past Clessington's barrier. Take them out and look for anything useful. Good to see you again, recruit. Wish it were in better circumstances. Whatever this influence is, anybody with half a grudge now thinks it's worth spilling blood over. Not to mention all the Defias bandits and the hired thugs. At this rate, more soldiers from Stormwind will only create more confusion. From what I've seen, you can knock sense back into most of these people. If they keep fighting you after their eyes have cleared, do what you must. They have made their choice. Down with, everything. I'm sorry, I don't know what came over me. Why should you have to fight so hard for your coin? Forget fighting in wars you didn't start. Take what should be yours. Everything. Stormwind must fall for its crimes.
Need help?
We'll take everyone we can and heal them up, even if we have to tie them down. Sure hope that magic doesn't have any lasting effects.
I thought I saw you glance in my direction.
Looks like these pieces might combine somehow.
The job's not done yet. Sleep with one eye open.
What can I do?
I'm no great mage like my father, but I know a few of his tricks. I saw those signets you got off of the enforcers. My father's private chambers were locked by a similar magical trinket, which can be broken apart into pieces.
With your help, friend, I think we can take down that barrier.
Slow down, rich girl. You'll get yourself killed.
Let me put those signets back together into an arcane key. That should get us past the barrier. Then, I only hope we can talk some sense into him. Where is the rest of your coffers?
Father, enough! Is your lust for power really worth all this pain?
Cecilia, you've never understood. Onyxia promised our family power. We deserve to rule. I've waited long enough. The kingdom will be mine. Feel the power of Onyxia!
It's Shaw. Mathias Shaw.
You cannot resist me! You cannot fight back! Come, Defias!
You're done, rich man. We're not giving up.
No, I will rule. I will be king. Come, fools! Fight! Fight!
Why am I so angry? I just need to go cool off.
No more, Father. Please, please, just stop!
Never! Never! No! I cannot fall! Onyxia promised more! More!
Father!
I'm sorry, I need a moment. He was not a good man, but he was still my father.
Be safe.
All yours.
We fight in the shadows.
So, it is done. I would have liked to have questioned the man more, but the power was too much for him.
Look to the shadows.
We cannot allow the amulet to end up in anyone else's hands. Claim it, hero, and we shall ensure its safe return to Stormwind together.
I thought I saw you glance in my direction.
Give Shaw the Drakefire amulet.
Wait. Something isn't right. Vanessa.
Noticed my little sleight of hand, did you? No way I'm leaving something like this for Stormwind. The Drakefire amulet is mine now.
I don't think so, Van Cleef. Hand it over.
What? What's happening?
The control I could give you. You only have to take it. You cannot resist. Kill them all. Take it for yourself.
It's Onyxia. Her will lingers over that amulet. Over all of us.
Some long-dead dragon thinks she can manipulate me? I don't think so. I've had enough of this worthless trinket!
No! Power! Consume all! Take it all!
Your power is gone, and your legacy is broken, Snake.
Is this what it's always going to be for our people? To be manipulated by great unknown powers, time and time again? What can I do for you?
Are we done here?
I will have my revenge someday.
I'm tired. Tired of the constant battles. Tired of being manipulated, abandoned, and hurt. All of our people are. I miss the person I used to be, a simple girl who wanted to follow in her father's footsteps and help her home in the same stride. A girl who thought that was possible. Vanessa sighs. I suppose I owe you some thanks. You've given me much to think about.
We fight in the shadows.
This mission ended up being far more than any of us expected, hero. And you did very well. I shudder to think what would have happened without you here.
The job's not done yet.
Your father died. Right in front of you. Because of us.
Yes. But he chose to walk a path of evil. His death was his own doing. And I have no desire to carry on his legacy.
The father's legacy. Maybe I too should find my own path. Not my father's.
SI-7 could always use a capable agent such as yourself.
In your dreams, Shaw. In the past. I got caught up in the desire for vengeance. But I always wanted to help the people of Westfall. Perhaps it is time Hope Saldean passed out bowls of soup again.
If you don't mind, I think I would like to join you for that.
Some time back, the king commissioned a set of armor be made. Armor to adorn our greatest heroes. You have proven yourself more than deserving of such honor. Meet me in the Valley of Heroes.
What needs done?
With your help, we've stopped Clessington from bringing chaos and violence into Stormwind. Go, hero. Approach General Hammond Clay and accept the greatest honor Stormwind can bestow. Tell Shaw that Ragged John wanted a memorial for Windsor. Did he now? Well, he's right. Against all odds, Marshal Reginald Windsor helped us stop Onyxia once again, this time from beyond the grave. I will see to it that we place something on his grave to honor him. Too often, we fail to recognize the deeds of our heroes until they are gone. We want to change that with you.
People of Stormwind, bear witness today to the deeds of this champion, who has stood valiantly against the many foes that would threaten our fair city. For their courage, we honor our champion as Lion Guard, defender of Stormwind and all her people. Rise, and light bless you, Lion of Stormwind!
King's honor, friend.
You have done much for this city. Thank you, hero. Wear this armor with pride. Thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe so you don't miss out on future adventures. Light be with you until we next meet in the World of Warcraft.